So friends, there is actually a new technology emerging. It is groundbreaking. It is causing commotion all across world. It is causing a lot of people to think that what is going to be the future of AI and all the things that we think about. There is a new tool called ChatGPT created by OpenAI, and it's actually groundbreaking. It is so good. It is better than Google in many aspects. And today we are going to talk all about it. So stay around, and in this video we will go through that what is ChatGPT, how does it work, what are the things it can do, how is it better than Google, and what is its origin story, how does things work in it, and a lot more things. Okay, so now the talk of the hour, ChatGPT. We'll see that what the ChatGPT is, and is it actually going to change the world that we know of? Yes, it is that groundbreaking. And if we just start that, what is ChatGPT? The most basic question, like the full abbreviation of ChatGPT is actually Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer. So this sounds a lot like a robot or a robotic name, and it is actually that. ChatGPT is actually an artificial intelligent chatbot. This is like completely different. It is actually more human-like, and it has been developed by OpenAI. So we are thankful for that. And the cool thing about this is actually a very new piece of technology. This has been just like released in November 2022, so not even that far in the past, but still it is making headlines. And if you don't believe me, just like try to see what Trevor Noah has to say about this.
Let's move on to a story that had the internet buzzing all weekend. And it's about artificial intelligence, which, by the way, is not when you regurgitate an Atlantic article and act like you thought of it for yourself. No. For years, people have been wondering when we would see the next step in natural language processing from the world of AI. And it looks like the future is already here.
A new artificial intelligence is astounding the internet with its ease of use and human-like writing ability. ChatGPT was open to the public last weekend, and many have already posted their interactions with the bot. So far, it's written television scripts, fixed coding errors, and even explained scientific concepts in the voice of a pirate.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think after this cool introduction, now let's get back to our presentation. So basically the question is, why do we care? And this is, as mentioned, this is not just a regular chatbot. It is super amazing, and it is literally breaking the internet right now. Like, this is the talk of the hour. If you see any particular place, it's like this is what everyone is talking about. And if we just want to know how popular it is so popular that even when OpenAI just launched it, people went nuts. Their servers were crashed completely, and they had to make room, and they had to like fix their systems because they were not expecting it to get this popular. So that's why this was like one of the messages I was able to find on their website few days back. And this is one cool data I found online where it shows that how many number of days it took for different technologies to get to 1 million subscriber. So if you see over here, if you see like Netflix, Airbnb, it took them years to reach to that 1 million number. For Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, it took few months in order to get to that 1 million users. And even when iPhone launched, which was like the groundbreaking technology in the mobile industry, that also took 74 days. But the thing is, ChatGPT was able to do it in just 5 days. Just 5 days, it was able to reach million users, and that's why a lot of people saw the logo I saw, and their systems actually crashed because they were not expecting this much traffic. And if we see some of the reception it has received all over world, I mean, definitely I just show that what Trevor Noah had to say about this. So definitely it is making headlines all across the world. And these are just some of the news clippings I was able to find from different popular like news websites, and all are just talking about it, that what the hell this is capable of, that it is so brilliant and it is weird at the same time, and it is making all of these different changes. And a lot of people are now questioning Google, and also the academics are stunned with its essay writing skills. So can you imagine, like maybe sometime in the future even universities have to question that who is actually writing this essay? Is it like the most brilliant laureate or some human generated, human like chatbot? That is the question. Like it's groundbreaking, honestly. And that is why this is the reception it has received so far. Now let's talk about what are few things that ChatGPT can do. Well, definitely, just like any other artificial intelligent agent, it is able to answer your trivial questions. The special part comes now. It is actually able to generate formal and informal letters. It is able to write poems, and poem on almost anything by an artificial intelligence. Can you imagine? Like, your Siri is not going to write you a poem from scratch. It can recite you a poem that has already been written, but creating a poem out of nothing, that's like not even some of the most creative people are able to do it. And literally a chatbot is doing it. That is insane. Like, it can write essays on any topic. Also, depending on what you ask it to do, you can also ask it to change the mood of that particular item. So for any particular poem, you can ask it to like make it more funny, or make it more scary, or make it more like boring, or whatnot. Like, there are hundreds of emotions humans feel, and this chatbot is able to do it. Another cool thing is that it is actually able to find the errors in your code. Yes, for all the programming friends, this is going to be like a completely different thing, that a chatbot going through your code and say that, hey, this is the error you made, and try to fix it. I mean, it's not going to be 100% accurate, but the thing is, if it keeps on repeating its process, who knows what could be future lies, and what could be its applications. And the thing is, like, yeah, OpenAI was cool enough to put down some behaviors to it, so it won't do like something that is out of blue or politically incorrect. So it is not going to tolerate bad behavior, or if you ask it to do something like weird stuff, it's not going to do. But the thing is, still, that is like a necessary thing, I guess, that OpenAI did. So I think I'm happy on that. And the answers are tend to be like more authentic, and also feels like a human. So just like Trevor Noah said, it's like it can do so many things, and you won't even feel that this is some robot doing it, which is cool. And many times I've seen that it can also admit its own mistakes, so which most humans also don't do. Now, time for a quick demo. So we'll go through the chat GPT, and we'll see that what are the things it's capable of, and how it's able to do different things. Okay, we'll try to follow some examples and try to assess different capabilities of chat GPT, and try to ask some random questions, some trivial questions, and some questions that just come out in my mind. So first, let's just start with some trivial question. So we can say that who was the like fourth prime minister of Canada? Awesome, this is great. We get the correct answer, and it gave us more information on what Sir John Sparrow David Thompson did. So that's awesome. Let's just ask the same question to Google as well, so we can compare both the things side by side. So on the Google, we also got the same answer, and it's from Wikipedia. So no doubt, yeah, this I think everyone is good. Let's just ask some random questions. So we can ask that why February is named February. Wow, I'm shocked with the amount of detail it gives. I think this feels like a correct answer. And we can also check the same question in Google to see what is the answer. Yeah, I think Google is also giving the same answer, but it's a much shorter version of it and not as much as detailed. Let's just ask some random question, something just like out of the blue. So we can ask that can bananas eat spinach and become Popeye? Yeah, sounds good. Wow, this is great. It is explicitly stating that it cannot eat spinach and become Popeye, and it is also showing that why, like who Popeye is, and also showing some more information that banana and spinach are both plants and they're not capable of eating each other and stuff like that. So yeah, even for a silly question, this is a reasonably good answer. Let's try to ask the same question in Google as well and see what does comes up. Okay, it says something completely different. It is mentioning like Popeye and spinach, but nothing related to banana. And when it is mentioned, it is with regards to Popeye smoothie. So I'm really impressed with this question. Let's ask some coding question. So let me just quickly uh, try to see that if it can detect a simple error or not. Okay, so I have posted the hello world, and as you can see over here, I haven't mentioned system.out.println. So it's a simple error. Let's see if it's able to capture or not. Wow, this is huge. This exactly stated what the error is and also fixed the error for me. And this is awesome. If I know this is still in very early stages, but if this can be done correctly, this can be game changer. Let's just ask some more detailed questions. So let me ask that if I want to use polymorphism in Java, how can I use it? Oh, this is nice. This is actually guiding me through the whole principle. On the fly, it has been able to generate some code and quickly give me the results and a very nice explanation. This is awesome. Now let's try to ask that would a cheetah like Java or JavaScript? Wow, this is funny. Definitely, yeah, this is exactly the answer. And it was a silly question. Let's ask some questions regarding current world affairs. Okay, so let's ask that when will the war in Ukraine end? Okay, so regarding the current events, it still has limitations, so I can understand it if it is not able to answer. Let's try to ask that whether it can write some essay or not. So let's ask the Chat GPT to write an essay on Game of Thrones, and let's just give the limit of 100 words. Okay, let's see what does this comes up with. Oh, this is not bad. Let's try to see that how many words it has. Okay, so the answer, it is 108 words, so not bad. It is actually quite close. Let's try to ask the same question, but this time we will ask it this to write in like 200 words. Okay, let's see what this comes up. Okay, the answer is getting bigger. Wow, I mean, this is just pure awesome. I mean, definitely, this is still the early version, like the beta version, and it's in the early stages. It's really good. Uh, let's try to see whether it can write some sort of a poetry or a haiku. So let's ask that. Let's ask it to write a haiku. Okay. Nice. Winter snowflakes fall, quiet beauty, white, pure nature's artistry. Impressive. Let's ask it to write a poem. Wow. This is actually really good poem, and it's all AI generated. Like 10, 20, 30 years ago, if we say people that this is what the future is going to be, they would hardly believe it. And I think I know I haven't checked much of the questions on Google, but the thing is, I can fairly say that I'm leaning more towards Chat GPT for now. Let's ask Chat GPT what does it think, that who is better, Google or Chat GPT? Okay. Wow, this is showing that it is like not an appropriate comparison, and then it is showing that these are the two different types of technologies, what Google is, what Google does, and what Chat GPT is, and what is like the good things and bad things about both of them, and it's not giving explicit answer that which one is better than the other. But honestly, in my opinion, as in current state, I think some of the properties of ChatGPT are definitely much more stronger than Google. Wow, color me impress. Definitely that demo was something else. I mean, who would have thought? Now let's see that how does ChatGPT actually able to do all of these cool things? Like how does it work? The thing is, this is not actually a typical AI where there are like bunch of different if else conditions and do this and do that. This is actually a reinforcement learning mechanism with human feedbacks. And basically what it does is that a human interpreter is going to see that what this chatbot is doing, and at the same time it is going to scan through the environment. It is going to see that what kind of action it is taking for that particular environment, and the humans are going to keep on training it that whether it's doing the correct thing or it's doing the bad thing. And the better things it do, it is going to keep on repeating that behavior, and the wrong things it will do, it is going to eliminate that behavior. So basically it's just like a small child learning different things. So it will try some things and maybe like it will try to realize itself that I made a mistake, or some parents will say that no, this is wrong and this is right and things like that. And that way it keeps on with this positive and negative reinforcements, and the child keeps on learning. Same thing has been applied to this chatbot as well, that it kept on learning. And the initial model was actually not that good, but the thing is specific trainers kept on teaching and kept on seeing and kept on improving it. And because it's a piece of technology, it is able to do things in like fraction of seconds. So it kept on trying to make itself better for many months, and across the span of many months it kept on improving itself towards its environment and towards the input it has been given, that now it is actually able to do all of these cool things. And it is a continuously updating algorithm, which is like, from a research point of view, it's going to be a really cool research idea. Like if anyone is looking forward to it, I think this is going to be the great thing in the future. And maybe like start working on this, it will be helpful. If we see like more detailedly how ChatGPT actually works, this is from their website, and where it actually explains that this is the same method it has been using, that how does a 6-year-old child learns. And if depending on the things it does good and bad, we give it treats or we do punishment. So punishment in this case is like, don't do this behavior for a chatbot. We can't punish a chatbot, but the thing is, this is how it has been trained. And it kept on like improving itself on the data, and it kept on redoing the same thing again and again. And now it is able to rank different outputs for any given scenario, and depending on like the output that is expected, it kept on returning those same things. And this is how this became such a cool thing. Like, and now it is able to like literally write different stories and write different poems and all those things it can do. So this is so amazing. Like this piece of technology, 30 years ago or 40 years ago, no one would have imagined that there is going to be a piece of software where you can just ask it any question and it is able to generate some response just like a human can do. I mean, it's not going to be 100% accurate response or 100% bad response. The thing is, that particular level of entropy, so that particular level of incorrectness in the system is what makes humans human. And now the bigger question is that now even machine is learning by itself. So will they be able to overtake us in the future? Who knows? Now the big question, is it better than Google? So before I give my opinion, first let's see that what some of the popular companies has to say. Like in some areas, definitely it is better than Google, and we can see it from many different resources and many different websites, that what they are saying about it, what is going to be its future. Even Bloomberg wrote many articles, Fortune 500 wrote many articles. The internet is right now full of things where people are just comparing Google versus ChatGPT, and it is showing that who is going to be the winner out of this, because everyone is know that Google is one of the world's most popular company. It has been able to do things systematically in a manner, and it has changed our lives completely, like in many different regards, believe it or not. The thing is, question is, can ChatGPT actually overtake it? And few of the things that we have been able to see from ChatGPT, definitely it is groundbreaking. Like honestly, the things it is being able to do, I don't think Google has the capability right now, but who knows? Definitely in some areas, ChatGPT is much better. Now let's conclude. So in my conclusion, after seeing everything regarding ChatGPT, I believe ChatGPT is the correct iPhone moment for the artificial intelligence, because now this has been a game changing technology, and now we have some tangible results on our in front of our eyes, where we can see that what are the implications and what are the different things it is being able to do. I think there is going to be a lot more research right now, and lot more companies are going to invest a lot more money, and it's going to change the way we do things. Maybe it is going to replace many of the jobs we do today as well. And I know it is always sad to see that many of the jobs that we have and they gets replaced by technology, but the thing is that is how world works. Because if you see 10 years ago or 20 years ago, there used to be a lot of things that humans were doing, and now just a piece of software is doing it without needing of any like human input. So that is the natural way of evolution of things, because in the 50s, even all those architectural drawings were used to be done by tons of different architects on a huge tables, and now we don't even need all of those architects. Everything can be done with a simple piece of software like AutoCAD, right? And so many other things like we used to have these music cassettes and then music CDs and then whatnot. Now it's Spotify or like Apple Music. We don't even need to buy anything physical. Everything we can just download it from the internet, and the whole industries have been like wiped out because of the growth of technology. And I think AI is also going to do that. I am pretty sure that it is going to definitely change the way we do a lot of things. It is going to change the way we live. And even like, who knows, in the future, universities are going to impose this rule that your essay or your results should not be generated by AI and it has to be written by you. I don't see that far-fetched. In terms of debate regarding Google versus ChatGPT, in my personal opinion, ChatGPT is definitely ahead in the things it does. I mean, like, definitely you can't compare Google Maps with ChatGPT because ChatGPT is not meant for mapping. But the thing is, in terms of artificial intelligence, it is definitely beating Google left and right. And kudos to OpenAI for that. It's not a small thing to do. I mean, who can be in front of Google in anything, and still someone has been able to do it so successfully. And it's groundbreaking, honestly. I think Google is going to now invest much more money, and it is also able to build, because Google employs like some of the smartest engineers in the world, and I think they are also going to work a lot harder in this. And maybe, who knows, after maybe a few months or few years, they are also going to have some smart human like much more advanced chatbot, or even something completely different from it. But definitely there is going to be a lot of work in this. And if people are saying that this is going to replace Google completely, I don't think so. Google is replaceable in its current form right now, in the current world we live in. But Google is going to evolve for sure. This is going to give some tough time to Google, and Google have to implement a lot of money into artificial intelligence. In my personal opinion, the thing I want to see is that this piece of technology being used for the good of humanity. I know that technology can be both a boon and a bane, and there is always this debate that the things we do, should we be doing it? And the answer is that yes, if we are able to eliminate the bad actors, and if we are able to eliminate bad intentions of the people, so this can be helpful to so many people. Like, the possibilities are endless. Can you imagine, like, some person, maybe some older person who is not able to do things the way he should be, and there is this chatbot who is able to answer anything for him or her, and do like help them out. So this is, and also like some people who are having learning disabilities, or some people who are like not good with social interactions, or some people who wants to just like learn stuff in a different manner. Definitely this piece of artificial intelligent technology can bring so much prosperity to humans, but it has to be done properly. And in my personal opinion, this has to be regulated. I know that there is a lot of debate that let companies be free and be wild, and let them create these amazing things. Yeah, I'm all in favor of it, but then there needs to be some regulations. So yeah, I hope if proper moderate regulations has been put in place, this can be a really good thing for all of us, and it can bring out the brighter future. I would like to personally thank OpenAI for making this amazing piece of technology, and yeah, I am excited for this one.